Hey, Ominis. Ready for our study session?
Of course I am, Sebastian. The question is whether or not you'll focus enough to get through it this time, or whether I'll essentially be doing it alone, again.
I'll focus as much as I need to. But between the two of us, you're the one who struggles more in potions class. Remember your rubbish Wiggenweld, as you called it, a few weeks back?
Haha. Very funny, Sebastian. Yes, it was rubbish, but I at least have the excuse of being blind, which makes measuring and ingredient retrieval more difficult. It's all the more reason, though, that I should try to study. So if you're only going to serve as a distraction, I'd rather study alone.
All right, I'll focus this time. What page are we on anyway?
Very well. And is Polyjuice potion. Page 83 from what I remember Professor Sharp saying. Thankfully, we're not brewing it, but we do have to write a report about it and be able to accurately identify the ingredients.
Page 83, concerning the nature and provenance of the Polyjuice potion. That's it? Just historical documentation of it and its ingredients, but without measurements?
Well, given its nature and the ability to be used in pretty dark ways, I suppose it makes sense they wouldn't give us the recipe. Our report just has to be on its history, uses, and general ingredients.
That's rubbish. What's the sense in teaching about it at all if we can't learn to brew it? They do the same thing with some spells. Why talk to us about them if we can't learn to cast them?
I can't say I entirely disagree with you, but I can see why they wouldn't teach us how to brew something that could change you into another person for a time. I mean, just think of some of the potential consequences.
Think of the possibilities, though. And if we did learn it properly, couldn't it prepare us to spot it if someone were to use it against us in the real world? Forget about it. I think there's a book in the restricted section that talks about this potion anyway.
You're in no position for yet another detention. Don't even think about sneaking into...
Fine. Let's just get this study and report over with.
I haven't forgotten what you said. Merlin, help me if you get another detention.
Anyway, moving on. The earliest written formulation of the Polyjuice potion is attributed to Phineas Bourne, appearing in his book Most Potent Potions during the late 13th century, though the precise year of publication has not survived the historical record. Oh, I've seen that book before when I was,
Sebastian?
Right. The potion's development was the culmination of centuries of experimentation, drawing upon the constituents and methodologies of numerous rudimentary transformative drafts. Through successive refinements, these earlier concoctions were ultimately distilled into what is now recognized as the Polyjuice potion, likely achieving its definitive form by the early 12th century.
Polyjuice potion.
Polyjuice potion enables the drinker to assume the physical likeness of another individual in exacting detail, reproducing distinguishing marks, injuries, and other idiosyncrasies. The potion's efficacy is unaffected by gender, while the voice of the imitated person is likewise replicated. Mannerisms, temperament, and habitual inflections remain the drinker's own, thus permitting attentive observers a means of discerning the deception.
Actually, Sebastian, I just remembered. Wasn't MC supposed to join us?
Oh, you're right. Though he was supposed to join us yesterday at dinner but never showed up. Perhaps he's busy or otherwise not interested?
That's not like him, though. You don't think he's hurt or in trouble, do you?
He's probably fine. I've been on a couple adventures with him and he's definitely capable. Besides, what trouble could he have gotten into anyway?
I know he is capable, but... well, I've had a front row seat to your shenanigans the past few years, and I know you've had some close calls. I swear, you two are a bad combination. You've certainly had an influence on him, and I just worry he's out there getting hurt or doing something reckless.
I'm sure he's fine. For all we know, he might be out with Poppy or Natty. Look, tell you what, when we finish this report, if you're still worried, we can go search for him, yeah?
Very well. I guess I can take a turn reading now to let you get started on your own report.
You know, I admire you, Ominis. It's rather ingenious how you've worked out reading spells given your situation.
Yes, well, I believed you left off here. Although the transformation affected by Polyjuice potion is remarkable for its precision, its duration is inherently limited. Documented instances range from mere minutes to approximately 12 hours, contingent upon the caliber of ingredients employed, the quantity imbibed, and the brewer's fidelity to the prescribed method. Whilst additional doses may prolong the transfiguration, the considerable difficulty of the brewing process, the scarcity of several key ingredients, and the lengthy maturation period collectively restrain most uses of the potion to durations measured in hours rather than days. At present, no reliably documented long-term side effects have been observed. However, research...
Sorry, I'm late.
MC, you look terrible.
MC, are you alright? You do sound worse for wear.
Charming. The pair of you. I thought I looked rather dashing, if I do say so myself.
Mate, you look like you've been in a scrap. What happened? I mean, your robes are torn, and it even looks like there's remnants of blood on your pants. It's not like you to be late, let alone forget to fix and clean your robes.
Oh, you're right. Guess it looks worse than I thought. Here, Reparo.
You were bleeding? Do you need to head up to the hospital wing? Seriously, MC, what happened?
It's fine. Really. I was just out exploring the Highlands last evening when I happened upon Brockborough on my way to the Dale family tomb. Long story. I was trying to help Samantha Dale. Anyway, I met a woman there, Alexandra of Ricketts, who warned me of a troll she had lured near the village in an attempt to train it to fight Ranrock's loyalists should they approach the town.
Don't tell me you went and fought it.
Well, Alexandra only told me about it as a warning to be safe, but when she had admitted to her foolishness in attempting to train it and wanting to be rid of the troll, I figured, hey, Sebastian and I already took one down in Hogsmeade. How hard could it be to do it again?
You didn't.
Ah, but I did. Sorry about missing dinner last night, but I ended up staying the night in Brockborough and then scouting out the troll's den in the morning. Then I went ahead and engaged it in combat.
Alone? You fought a troll alone?
I mean, yeah, and I had it all handled well enough. That is, until a mongrel I hadn't noticed earlier lunged at me from behind some bushes when I was about ready to take out the troll. I cast a pulso and knocked the mongrel back in time before it could bite, but I wasn't paying attention and couldn't cast Protego in time to block a rock the troll had tossed at me. It didn't quite break my leg, but it certainly did a number on it, and yes, broke skin leading to a bit of bleeding. I finished dispatching the troll and took a Wiggenweld, which at least let me hobble along, and that's when I remembered our study session. So I hobbled back to Brockborough, reported that the deed was done to a very shocked and concerned Alexandra. She thanked me and rewarded me with a rather ugly hat, and then I took another Wiggenweld and rushed back here as quick as I could, attempting to avoid any teachers.
Absolutely mental. Still, I'll admit, I'm impressed.
Don't encourage him, Sebastian. MC, that was very dangerous. You could have died. The least you could have done is enlist help beforehand and not gone in alone.
And risk someone else's life? I had it handled. If things had gone perfectly to plan without that mongrel, I could have ended it without a scratch.
Overconfidence will lead you to destruction, MC. Trust me, the Gaunt family has enough examples to prove that.
I suppose you're right, Ominis. I do appreciate you looking out for me.
It was bloody brilliant, though. I mean, taking out a troll all on your own. I knew you were capable with what I witnessed in Hogsmeade, but... Next time, invite me along too, though, yeah? I'd like some action.
Neither of you will do any such thing if I have anything to say about it. Now, can we get back to studying and leave this foolishness behind? I'd like to finish this report in time for dinner.
Hang on, Ominis. I need a bit more information. You said something about Samantha Dale, right? MC, is there something you aren't telling us?
Absolutely not, Seb. Don't even go there. I was just helping her out, that's all.
All right, I believe you. You do have a bleeding heart, always willing to help others. It's an enigma, really, that you're in Slytherin at all.
To be honest, when I understood what Slytherin stood for, I thought so too. But perhaps you just aren't seeing the whole picture. There is a degree of power and cunning that comes from getting on people's good side, right?
True, but you don't seem to do it with ill intent. From what I can tell, you genuinely enjoy helping others. Sometimes you seem like you'd fit better in Hufflepuff, though I'd never forgive you if you somehow switched houses.
Honestly, can you two pay attention? I'd like to get this report done before dinner.
Right. Sorry, Ominis. I'll briefly skim through the book. Where did you guys leave off?
The reading begins on page 83, Polyjuice potion, but we were already partway through page 84. I'll resume reading then.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Very well. I'll just restart the last paragraph we were reading. Whilst additional doses may prolong the transfiguration, the considerable difficulty of the brewing process, the scarcity of several key ingredients, and the lengthy maturation period collectively restrain most uses of the potion to durations measured in hours rather than days. At present, no reliably documented long-term side effects have been observed. However, research in this area remains inconclusive.
Oh, Polyjuice potion, right? Professor Fig taught me about that when... actually, never mind.
Hang on. You got private lessons from Professor Fig on this stuff? He's not even our potions teacher.
It wasn't a lesson per se, just... well, I can't really talk about it right now.
Hey, I thought we agreed not to keep secrets.
We did, and I promise I will tell you about it later, just... well, not here in the common room, alright?
We are supposed to be finishing our report here, remember?
Right. Sorry, Ominis. I'll go ahead and read this next part then. Polyjuice-induced transfiguration is effective regardless of the drinker's age, race, or gender. Certain limitations have been documented. Most prominently, the potion's inability to facilitate cross-species transformation, and its ineffectiveness when administered to half-breeds, including but not limited to werewolves and centaurs. Furthermore, should a subject perish whilst under the potion's influence, the resulting corpse does not return to its true form. Rather, it preserves the borrowed likeness.
Well, that sounds rather grim.
Indeed. The potion does not allow cross-species transformation.
While Polyjuice potion employs several commonplace ingredients, such as fluxweed, knotgrass, leeches, and lacewing flies, it also demands precise harvesting times for some and precise brewing. Among the more intricate and costly ingredients are powdered bicorn horn and shredded boomslang skin, each indispensable to the potion's transformative efficacy. Looks like there's just one paragraph left. Owing to the transformative properties of this concoction, whereby a witch or wizard may assume the very semblance of another, its components are subject to strict oversight by numerous offices of the Ministry of Magic. The brewing and employment of Polyjuice potion is accordingly regulated with great vigilance, and any misuse or malfeasance is punishable under established wizarding law. Certain devices and protective enchantments, most notably the Thief's Downfall of Gringotts and various secrecy sensors, are capable of discerning or dispelling such transfigurations. In the greater number of cases, however, accurate identification is achieved only by permitting the potion to complete its natural duration. Is that really the end of our assigned reading section? It's not very long. I suppose one problem is it doesn't really explain the ingredients. I mean, it lists them and provides names along with the illustrations, but that's not helpful for you, Ominis. especially since Professor Sharp said he expects us to identify the ingredients physically during our test tomorrow.
That is true and does make it a little bit more difficult, but I'm sure he'll make some accommodations for me. Besides, I'm not helpless. I can manage.
Well, if our provided reading materials don't have enough information, I'm sure I could find a book with more information about...
Don't you dare, Sebastian.
I've got it. Both of you meet me up near the astronomy tower before breakfast tomorrow, yeah? In the hallway, right next to the tapestry of Barnabas the Barmy.
For what, exactly?
Yeah, that's a little early, MC. What reason do you have for dragging us out of bed? Wait, is it about whatever you and Professor Fig did regarding Polyjuice?
Not exactly, but I promise I will tell you about that eventually. In fact, maybe even tomorrow morning, if you both show up, that is.
Fine.
It has to do with helping you both, Ominis especially, with identifying ingredients. I've got a fair number of these anyway where we're meeting, so...
You've got rare potion ingredients just sitting in the corridors?
No, not exactly, just meet me there tomorrow, yeah?
Ridiculous. But, very well. Now, my report is done, and I, for one, am heading to the Great Hall for dinner. Will you two be joining me, or shall I seek more sensible company this evening?
Oh, come off it, Ominis. You wouldn't survive 5 minutes with some dreadfully proper bore. You prefer our winning personalities, and you know it.
Oh, come on, you two. Enough bickering. Come on. After the whole troll fiasco, I'm starved.
Are you sure you're alright? We can stop by the hospital wing if you're feeling unwell.
Really, I'm fine, but thank you, Ominis. It's nothing some warm food, good company, and laughter can't fix. And tomorrow, we'll for sure pass our potions exam.
I'm holding you to explaining what you mentioned about Professor Fig and Polyjuice potion, though. Oh, and I'd like more details about that troll fight.
We'll see, Sebastian. But you're not getting more information about the potion until tomorrow morning. For now, let's just go enjoy some good food.